Ready for number munchers? Gonna munch some numbers. After DOS box loads anyway. There's no type of game that's better than educational games, said nobody. And so that's why we're playing one. For back in the stupid olden days when they had harems, and Pez dispensers, and pogs, and beehive hair, and 3D glasses with the blue lens and the red lens in them. Always square. They brought them back again, and nobody noticed, it seems. They took out the coloured visor. They took out the coloured lenses. I don't know why they were coloured anyway, but whatever. 3D glasses have returned. And there's one double munchers. If we want to learn about mathematics, then we can use this really old, clunky, awkward game to do so. Here's our main menu. We got at least we can arrow through all of the things. Informazione. Number Munchers. Number Munchers is a game that lets you develop your math skills. In this game, your job is to move the number muncher and have it eat the correct numbers. The correct numbers are those that match the rule of value shown at the top of the screen. Every time you munch a correct number, you earn points. Be careful. Be careful. When you lose a muncher, it munches back. No, you lose a muncher if it eats the wrong number. You're controlling munchers, and you got to eat numbers, but only the correct numbers that are the correct answer to the correct question that you got correctly asked. Or else you die, and the troggles are going to try and mess with you as well. You know, I did used to play a lot of educational games back in the old days. My mother liked to buy them. She thought it would help me. It probably didn't. But anyway, I played these. But you know what the sort of educational game I liked the least was? Ironically, it's the ones that were the most like games. The ones that tried to actually be games and teach you stuff. Kind of annoyed me. It annoyed me when they mixed the games with the... It annoyed me when they mixed the gameplay with the questions. I'd rather just get asked... If you're going to do education with me, I'd rather you just ask me the questions. I don't want to have to play a game at the same time. It's when you mix two things when you mix a good thing with a bad thing, it just the whole thing ends up being bad to me. It's like when they made those chocolate carrots, the cheese cauliflowers and stuff. It just tasted even worse. I'd rather you didn't mix the vegetables with the tasty things. Well, we're going to play number munchers, except no, we're going to go to the options first. I wasn't paying attention to the enclosed instructions, but we're going to start off with third grade easy. I'm not American, so I don't have the grades, but it's alright. Whatever that was, I don't care. Erase the Hall of Fame, let's do that. Let's kill the Hall of Fame. Die. There's currently nothing in it. Yeah, I'm going to permanently delete all of the entries from all of the Hall of Fame lists. Do you really want to do this? They're asking this question with all the seriousness of asking do you want to overwrite all the data in your hard drive? This is like, seriously, they really, really want to make sure you want to delete the Hall of Fame. As if you're going to have the secret recipe to Coca-Cola in this thing or something, that you're going to lose something tremendously precious if you lose the high score table to number bunches. If you need instructions, check out the enclosed instructions. Meet the characters. That's the hero, Number Muncher, Munchicus Digitus. How funny, it's a Looney Tunes joke. Reggies, Smarties, Bashfuls, Workers and Helpers. Okay, it's just like Pac-Man. They're trying to be like Pac-Man. All the bad guys have names. Timeout freezes the game. Safe zone is whatever. I never read the instructions. I just jump in, quit in the game, and do the turn off sound. Which Number Munchers game would you like to play? Well, we're going to play all of these games. Let's start with equality. We believe in equality here in the Number Munchers. It's nice to see. So it's impressive for 1980, whatever this was. 1990, I think. Okay, level 1. We're the Green Muncher. And the game is you walk around a big grid. In fact, there's numbers in each grid. And oh no, there's a bad thing. The Troggle. This Troggy. Whatever it was. Is he eating the numbers? I think he's making the questions harder. Oh, whatever. Equals 1. That equals 1. We walk into this grid and gobble it up. 0 plus 1. Say it with me, folks. Equals. That's right, 1. 0 plus 3 does not equal 1, but 1 plus 0 does. Hehe. You're going to get a basic education in mathematics with this, so you can all be appreciative of that. 1 times 1, that's 1. 1 plus 1 is not 1. Oh, it's what? Wait, that's 1 divided by 1, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I could barely tell that there's a small gap between the top and bottom parts of the division symbol. Equals 1, where are we? Get away from here, Troggy, we don't need you. Alright, let's just cut the glow up north. Let's just get the things we need to get. 1 plus 0 equals 1. 6 minus 5 equals 1. So does this, so does that. A number minus the number that's one number smaller than it always equals 1. That's an excellent tip for you, folks. Ugh. Oh wait, that was not it. Stupid me. 1 times 11 equals 11. Brother, I'm failing grade 1 maths. Grade 1 easy maths, no less. Well, that sounds appropriate, really. 1 plus 0. Oh, 7 divided by 7, yes. 4 divided by 4. Something divided by itself is always 1. Ah, level 2. Level 2 equals 2. Alright, that's 2. That's 2 as well. And that's not, but this is. 2 times 1 is always 1. 2, those are not. 1 divided by 1 is 1. 2 times 1 is that. 8 minus 6 is 2. That is those. Theirs is the arms. A number divided by half of itself is 2. That's a maths tick. Oh, who is he going to go? He's going to go up? Oh, you're not good. Yeah, have all of that. 2 plus 0. 5 divided by 2 times 1. Yes, that 1 times not. No, foolishness, no. 10 divided by that, yeah. Win! Yeah, I'm getting fed up with this already. Stuff this. Yeah, I want to quit. Congratulations, you made it into the Hall of Fame. There's no congratulations necessary. We just permanently deleted all of the records, as that message was very careful to show us. Bill Gates probably cautioned us. He's probably the reason why it was so careful to warn us not to delete it. He must have had experience in the past. He'll have had experience in the past of accidentally deleting all of his important programming work. Maybe the original version of Microsoft Windows was deleted in such a fashion, so he made sure that the number Munchers high score table wasn't. Anyway, it wasn't Bill Gates, it was actually, what's his face, Steve Jobs. He's dead. Good night. There we are. Hi, Steve Jobs. He might be dead, but at least he got to get in the high score table for number Munchers. No, I don't want to play it again. No, inequality, there we go. Greater than 1. Well, 11 minus 7 is 4, that's greater than 1. That 7 minus 6 is 1, which is not greater than 1. Contrary to popular belief, contrary to what Albert Einstein would try to tell you, 1 and minus whatever is not 1 is what? Where? 18 minus 7 is 11. 11 minus 7 is greater than 1. 0 plus 1 is 1. 10 plus 1 is a number that is not less than whatever the number was that it is. And this is those, and theirs, and thys. In addition to those, there's several. Let's just jump all of it. Come on, easily construct all these. This is all quite easily compared to the previous ones. We've already completed level 1, and I'm already fed up of this. Do you really want to quit? This game was big, Steve Jobs. Well, Steve Jobs is already taken, so it's Linux Torvix, or whatever the F his name is, invented. He invented the laser disk of computer operating systems. The Virtual Boy. The third runner that nobody cares about. Challenge. Bonus challenges. Right, what equals 1? How is this a thing? Stuff this. I was going to build up to this, but the game has made me not want to do that anymore. We had a lot of fun with Number Muncher. I'm sure we can all not agree, but we're not finished because I'm going to set the difficulty to the very highest one. 11. 8th grade and above, which I'm not an American, but I think that means 18 years old or more. So we are in we're in the highest possible difficulty level of Number Munchers now. How hard could that possibly be? How bad could that be, right? Well, let's have a look and see, why don't we, how bad that can be. Factors of 36. What on earth is a factor? I've forgotten what factors are. That's one of those things they teach you in school. And then you realise when you're an adult that you never needed to know that the teachers are liars. Let me just say that right off the bat, kids. The teachers are liars. You don't need to know any of this nonsense. It's not going to help you in your life unless you go through a fairly particular career path. And even then, you probably have to go through a very particular career within that career path to end up making use of such worthless information as the gradients of tangents to curves, the gradients of curves. Or how many radians there are in a equilateral trapezium or whatever, and the other stuff they teach you. You don't need to know it. Even if you do, if you got to the point in life where you needed to learn that in your career, it's probably safe to say you're intelligent enough to have been able to learn the thing at that point quite easily. Probably within like 2 hours, you'd be sufficiently familiar with it to be able to do whatever you needed to do. So yeah, school's a lie, kids. That's what Number Munchers is here to teach you. Well, that's what I'm here to teach you while we play my Number Munchers. So any factors of 36? What on earth is factors? I think it's numbers that go into 36, which sounds quite aggressive, really. That's what they tend to say. It goes into 36. What it means is it's a number that you can divide 36 by, I believe. I don't remember if 1 counts. Yeah, it does. So you can divide 36 by 6, for example. There's 6 6s in 36. There's not any number of 17s in 36. Actually, this is the kind of thing that confused me as a child, because I probably would have said there's 2.13 17s in 36, but the teacher would have probably just said, "No, you foolish idiot, there's not. You're wrong. Shut up and answer the question." And I probably would have just been left confused and not understanding why the correct, factually valid observation I just made is not right, because that's also school. And well, what the actual truth of factors is, it's a whole number that goes into the number. So 17 doesn't count because there's a 2.13 17s in it. That's decimal places. We want 2 17s or 3 17s. There's 2 18s in 36, and there's 30. Well, there's 1 36 in 36, and there's all these 12. There's 3 12s in it. There's a bunch of 6s as we've established. There's a 36. There's that. There's a V. Yeah, we did it. Okay, what next? Less than 20. All right. Well, we're getting up to the big guns, aren't we now? Oh, 26, sorry. Well, there's 22. 88 divided by 4 is 22. 27 minus 3 is 24. That's it. And so's that. That's 24, though, but we don't want 24. 16, 22, 23, 24, 30, 28, 22, 23, 36, no, 22, 23, 23, 20, oh wait, no, that's not less, it's equal to 26, silly me, that's my mistake there, that's what you get, no chance to, that's the other thing about exams in school, is if you just accidentally misinterpreted the question in the spur of the moment or something and you do it in the exam room, it's too late to go back after the exam and explain yourself. Explain the perfectly reasonable, off-the-cuff mistake you made when you were under immense pressure to fill in a complete exam form in 2 hours. A situation you're never... an extremely artificial and arbitrary situation you're never going to find yourself in as an adult, most likely. Having to do a series of random maths things in a short space of time. But once the exam's over, whatever mistake you made, no matter what the reason was you made it, is all equally wrong. Prime numbers. What are prime numbers again? I think that's a prime number is a number. Why do they teach? They teach you this stuff when you're like 8 years old, and I still don't know what point there is to knowing what a prime number is. What on earth use is this information? I still don't know. Is it of any value at all outside of theoretical physics, or what? Is it even a value there? What are my prime numbers? 3. In fact, it's a number divided by... It's a number that... what is it? I think it's a number that can only be divided by itself in 1, which 5 is... Yeah, there's nothing lower than the number 5 that divides by 5. Or rather, that 5 divides by, except for 1 and 5. And when I say that, I'm talking about dividing with whole numbers. Again, it doesn't count if you could divide 5 by 2.5. It's got to be no points there. There's no points allowed. You're not allowed to have a point in maths. There's no point. There's no point at all. There simply is no point. Which is really the most honest thing that Number Munchers could be teaching the kids. Well, there's a whole load of 5s. What are these squares here? 2 divides by itself, and 4 divides by 2, so it's not a prime number. 1 is not a prime number, is it not? Of course it's not. Why is it not? They didn't bother to teach me. I still don't know. Why is 1 not a prime number then, Number Munchers? Please tell me. Because the teachers wouldn't have told you, I can guarantee that. The teachers would have just said 1's not a prime number. And then when Mr. Budger Glamrick well, 5-year-old Bludger Glambrick asked why, then the Bludger Glambrick probably would have just got slapped and told to shut up and do the questions. That was prime numbers. Oh, there's a cutscene! 432, what? What is this? Has the Wily Coyote set a trap? What's going on here? Oh, he's going to jump on that bowling ball and crash the Mumbo Muncher. But no, he just... Yeah, that was just... I'm pretty sure they just stole that joke straight out of a Roadrunner cartoon. Frame by frame. Well, maybe it was a bit better animated than that in Looney Tunes. I think it's safe to say that exact joke was done. No expenses spared in the creativity department at the Number Munchers programming team. Multiples of 7. Crying out loud. This is getting a bit overly big now, isn't it? Good thing I'm good at mental mathematics. I knew that was one. That's this too. Let's just see if we can blitz this as fast as possible. What do you say, huh? What do you... That sounds like a good, yeah. Sounds like an excellent ideas. Yes. Yeah, they're good. That's one thing that served me well in life, is my fluency with numbers. I don't know why, but I'm very good at spotting, at mentalizing numbers fastly. I couldn't tell you why that is, but that's the reason why I'm able to do this stuff I'm doing right here. Or at least that it was, until it stopped happening. Oh, wait, no, that's where... these... yes. And, there. Is there a penalty in this game? Do you get... Can you lose? It doesn't appear to be. Oh, hey, that wasn't... Oh, well. There is a warning at the side of the screen that warns you. Warnfully. When you're about to... When one of these things is going to come. Oh, crumbs. The enclosed instruction text explained what each of these enemies does, didn't it? Each of them does a different thing. What am I... I'm trying to talk and do this stuff at the same time. But, yeah. Well, we're going to beat them eventually. Oh, yeah, quite. I just managed to, just in the nick of nick, I managed to get that number. Number Munchers, 63, yes. 87, no. 253, no. 189, that's, yeah. And, yeah, that's exactly the number that it is. I'd make a good teacher with words like that. This is quite advanced, isn't it, really? For the little kids. For a 12-year-old is supposed to be able to do this. This isn't terribly easy, I dare say. When does this end? Come on. These twerps just keep putting more things on the screen. Is there a time limit? I don't think there is. I don't see one. It's getting rather boring at this point. This has to be coming to an end soon. Huh? Oh wait, yeah, it wasn't, yeah. Oh, come on. Did he just eat that one? Looked like he ate the other one. What am I missing? Ah, that's that. There. Is that it? Finally. Not equal to 3. Right. After that pretty hard one, we're suddenly down to this. Not equal to 3. Alright. This really is quite simple. It's just simple mathematicals. Why was that other one so hard? 27 divided by 9 is 3. That's a pumpkin. Is that a pumpkin? I think it's a pumpkin. Ooh.
Hello, dear boy. Nice to see you. I'm a pumpkin, don't you know? It's Halloween today in Number Muncher Land.
Whoa, yes, the scariest thing of all, mathematics. It certainly is terrifying. Prime numbers again. Back to this. This is just the same as the last one. Yeah, 7's a prime. 11's a prime number, isn't it? 13 too. And not the Final Fantasy game, just 13. 11 is a prime, and 1 is not, as we discovered. Don't know why it's not, but we just got to shut up and obey what the game tells us to believe. Because that's a healthy thing to teach kids. That apparently is going by how children are taught everything. What is this? It's an anvil. Oh, there's a bunch of cease and numbers, but the crafty Toggy has put an anvil and a balloon above him. And unfortunately, he couldn't pop the balloon. He's going to check the trap to see if it worked. And yeah, that was straight out of the Roadrunner. That's the most iconic Roadrunner joke of them all. It's nice they put in these little cutscenes like Pac-Man, but the jokes are just so overdone. Well, at least they did it. I can't flaw them for that. I didn't expect to. Oh wait, I was thinking it was the prime numbers again. What? Wait, what? 16,391 is not a factor of 9. Well, gee, thanks for letting me know that, Number Munchers. I don't know where you got the idea that I thought that 16,391 was a factor of 9. Wasn't that a 7? I just picked up. What? Where am I? Okay, I think I'm losing a life every time I get one wrong. I think. So I better pull my socks up. I don't want to get made look a fool by Number Munchers. Factors of 9, right, 3. What on earth was that 16,000 and what? That's a weird glitch. Well, this is easy. Nice and simple stuff. Whoa! I gotta pay more attention to the sides of the screen. I'm on my final life here, I think. Not equal to 28. Right, 38 is not. That's not. That is. That is. That isn't. That isn't. And, oh, I don't like it. Whoa, that was close. This isn't fun at all. So many of them here. 38, 20, 31, 27, 30, 26. I want to get... There's got to be at least one more cutscene, surely. I want to see that. Less than 15, okay. 19. Oh, silly me. Oh, I got it wrong. Rats. Who is it this time? It is, of course, Phil... Oh, that's the... Yeah. What? Where's the symbol for the quotes? There it is. Phil the corn mill... Clib, there. Phil the corn mill clib. Either. Phil the common clib got 18,000. I want to challenge again. Yeah, I do actually want to play challenge again. I want to see all the cutscenes. We got to find all the cutscenes in Number Munchers. Not leaving until that is done. So 2 equals 2, 2 equals 2, and 2 equals 2. Well, it's quite... Yeah, it's easy when you know how. The secret is to just do the thing that's correct. 2 equals 2. Get the answers right. That's all you got to do. It's simple. Why does anybody have trouble in school, huh? All you got to do is get the right answers. Stop getting the wrong ones. Yeah, I'll be back when I get to where I was. Because I made some foolish mistakes last time. I know I've got what it takes to get to the... to complete Number Munchers. I'm not going to be made to look like a... Oh, whatever, you can just watch me do this, why not? I'm not going to lose to Number Munchers. I'm a grown man. I'm an adult. I'm 31 years old at the time of this recording. I'm not going to be made to not succeed at a school thing. Although, you know what they say, though? They do say that as you get older, you become less clever, basically. All the stuff you learn in school, you start to forget, and children are much smarter than you. They do say that. I don't know what it means when there's a white box around these. There is one. But yeah, you lose your intelligence and knowledge and stuff. And also, they start teaching stuff differently at school. You find, so they say, when you get older and you go back and look at how schools teach things now, it turns out they've changed it so drastically that you've got no clue what on earth it is. I've heard that the way they teach mathematics itself has changed a lot. I don't know I have no idea how it's changed, but I've heard that that has become... That's one of the things that has changed so much that parents just can't comprehend it. When their child comes home and asks for help to do their homework, the poor parents are just completely stuck up creak without any creak navigation implements. Factors of 93. Oh, the factors questions were pretty easy before. Well, at least we can gobble up all the ones. We know they're correct. 2 isn't a factor, though, because 93 is a odd number, not an even number. And 2 is an even number, so 2 does not divide into it because of that. 31 is, though. And so is 3. And not... Oh, hey, well, I didn't need the 2 anyway. I did not need the 2, thank you very much, Mr. Bucko. Well, where am I? 93, yes. Oh, it's a different cutscene. 3 numbers! 3 numbers for sale! The number muncher's pleased. He doesn't have to pay a penny for those numbers. Oh, he just took a small number of them. How nice. He just took a small dose of them. There's that. There's the Troggle trying to set the dynamite. Once again, he's going to inspect his own trap and inevitably get destroyed for it. Oh, the number muncher knew all along. The number muncher was playing along the toggle. That was just the same joke as the last one. It was just a different thing he was trying to kill the number muncher with. What's these Troggles got against the number munchers anyway? What is their problem? Why are they trying to kill this innocent muncher of numbers? What did he ever do to them? What did he ever do? I really got to stay clear of these twerks. They're the biggest danger. The Troggles are the biggest danger to me after my tendency to just stop thinking and make stupid mistakes. Oh, there's one coming from the left. That's not less than that. But that is... There. Equals 30. Yeah, I thought there was something up there, but no, there was actually nothing up there. That equals 30. Hey, he walked on the one I was going to walk on. Twerk. What a bunch of twerks. Oh, and that. Fine, take that. Get off of that, yeah. It seems like whenever they walk on one, they turn it into one of the correct answers. That sure happens a lot, at least. Maybe it doesn't happen every time. Factors of 87. 87. Right, that's all the ones, first of all the ones are factors. They factor into the equation. And all the 29s. What does that white thing mean? It's mysterious. I want to get 87, but that... The butterbean monster is there. What's that thing look like? Some kind of bean thing, I think. There's something in my mind that reminds me of, but I forgot what the word is for it. Oh well. No. Aye. Good. What's the trap now? It's this one again. Stuff this. We've seen that one. Huh? Yeah, took a while to load. Well, at least it lets you skip the cutscenes. Prime numbers. Now, 1 is not a prime number, is it? I remember that the first time I made that mistake. Have we got 1 life left? What now? Exploding Muncher kit, okay. Chef Muncher's prepared some numbers to eat. Delicious. Number Muncher wants those. But the evil Toggle is I guess he must have put exploding materials in the cake, in the food. It's supposed to blow up the Muncher, but it just blew up the chef instead, and it's all fine. Apparently it's okay to kill the chef number Muncher. I thought he was an innocent party in all this, but I guess not. Look at this, multiples of 19. Crumbs, this is where it gets pretty complicated, doesn't it? Look at this. Multiples of 19. Look at these numbers. This is insane. Well, I just got to try it and see how it goes, I guess. Brother, that just looks painful. My brain doesn't want to bother. When you get to a certain age, kids, you just stop wanting to even bother to do it. At school, you look at these questions and think, oh, I can do this, and you spend ages thinking hard over it. Then when you get to my age, you just realise, what's the blooming point? You know that you could probably do it if you tried, but you just don't feel like trying. Or maybe it's just me that feels that way. That might explain a lot about my life, really. Forget it. It's over. That's enough of this nonsense. Did I lose all? I think I lost all my lives to the monsters. That's the end. I've had enough. The Monster Yes won the high score. That's the end of Number Munchers. I'm not challenging this again. Forget that. Number Munchers is over. I hope you learned something about Number Munchers. I don't know why you'd want to, but that was Number Munchers. So, happy learning at school, kids. Have a nice time learning about numbers. And it ends eventually. That's all I've got to say.